Oh my goodness. Where I'm from, music is a lifestyle. And so I never really remember being like introduced to music. It was always just in the background. It was, those songs that we sang and listened to, we lived out those songs. And that's why I fell in love with country music, is that storytelling, because being from a town of 188 people, there's not a lot to do except sit around and tell the same old stories or hear the same old stories you've been hearing for years, but the kind of stories that get better every single time you hear them, or you hear them from a different angle than maybe you had heard it before. And I remember the way those stories made me feel, even ones that my mom and daddy would tell me. And it would make me laugh, it'd make me cry, it would make me feel a little bit of everything sitting around that kitchen table. And I knew at an early age, I first sang out at my kindergarten graduation. That was my first out in public debut. But when I wrote my first song at 9 years old, that's when I knew that I had a connection to storytelling. Well, my daddy, he is a storyteller. I will tell you that. He tells the kind of stories about getting thrown off of horses, and he's a cowboy. And so he has these big elaborate stories, and sometimes the story changes. One time he'll tell the story and he'll say, I was thrown 6 feet, and the next time it's 8, the next time it's 10. So that kind of storyteller. But yeah, a lot of those tough, hardworking, hanging on to a bucking horse kind of stories, those are the things that shaped me. I mean, truly, when I think about who I am, and I think about moving to Nashville, I don't think that I would be where I am if it wasn't for the town and the people that raised me, and the ones that would tell me their stories. It goes back to, even my mama's grandfather, my great-grandfather, he caught one of the very last wild horses in Louisiana, and he farmed with it. And they tell me stories about him and the horse, and it's just, I'm from a long line of hardworking people who take pride in working hard to provide for their families, and just the kind of people who don't take no for an answer. So there was no way for me to escape that.